Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, yeah, I beat Drakengard 3 on my own. I just didn't have the energy or the willpower to record it and commentate over it, because it was... Branches B and C were a real slog to play through, because it was just old stages with new cutscenes. The new cutscenes were fine. I liked the new cutscenes, and I liked what the branches brought to the story and how they characterized Zero a bit more. But, yeah, that's all they were good for, really. And then Branch D. Oh boy, Branch D. Let's get to Branch D. I also completed the sister DLCs here. Then there's no trophy list for 1's DLC. I wonder why that is. Alright, without further ado, I'm going to show you Ending D of Drakengard 3, because you need some closure. I need some closure, alright? So let's get to it. Alright, so essentially what happens at the end of Branch B, Mikhail nearly dies from fighting 2, so Zero uses the flower power, in order to sacrifice her own existence for Mikhail's, I believe? I'll have to watch that cutscene again. And that's basically forming the concept of a pact for the first time in the Drakengard universe. So that branch could be true, that branch could be canon, because, you know, pacts are in Drakengard 1, and that's basically the entire crux of the story there. Branch C, Zero kills 1, but Mikhail also dies, which means Zero can't kill herself and end the flower's threat. So she just, like, walks off the scene vomiting. And Accord, the timekeeper of the series, just, like, says, you know what, let's just seal off this branch. Branch D is when things get really, really crazy. The disciples slowly die off, fighting the intoners, and Zero reveals that the intoners are products of the flower in her eye, and the flower ultimately wants the destruction of mankind. So, this is the part where I really wanted to get to. This is the part that convinced me to buy the game. And, yeah, let's get to it, man. Let's finish this. I do have 100% of the weapons. It doesn't say the stats here, but this is how I completed the game. You don't need any items, you don't need any weapons. It's just like Drakengard 1. Let's do it.
Zero.
This is it. Once the flower's in full bloom, you have to destroy it.
Okay.
There's one more thing I need to tell you.
What?
You've grown strong, Mikhail.
Zero.
This fight is leagues harder than Drakengard 1. First of all, it's 8 minutes long. Second of all, the camera angle changes drastically. Third of all, you have to be way more precise with your inputs, because this is actually more rhythm-based than Drakengard 1. You only have to press one button, but you have to time those button presses to the dot. It really helps you if you have like a musical sense, because the entire song is in 4/4 time, which means there's 4 beats in measure. There's a 2-beat difference between when she sends out the ring and when you have to hit it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I got it wrong. I can't do this while playing, actually. The first like 4 or 5 phases are pretty easy, and then it really starts to screw you. The major piece of advice I have for this fight: don't look at the screen. Go by ear. Just enjoy the music, honestly. Honestly, if you look at the screen, if you try to do it by eye, then you will fail multiple times. Close your eyes, listen to the beat, follow it, do it. A lot of people were angry about this boss fight. A lot of people were pissed about this fight. And I missed the note there. I mistimed it. If you get hit once, you're dead, just like in Drakengard 1. Yeah, the tempo can vary it can vary greatly. So you go from like very slow phase 1 to very frantic phase 3, and then it slows down a bit for the last phase, and then it speeds up, and then it slows down drastically. It slows down at the last phase so drastically that dialogue begins, but there's still a note on the screen. Let's do it again. When I first did this fight, I spent about 3 to 4 hours just doing it over and over, and I loved every bit of it. Hey, I got it that time. Once again, looking at the screen will screw you up. See, just look at that. Final phase, most difficult of them all. And that's not just why. Yeah, I missed a button press there. It happens a lot. Happens a lot.
Hey, Zero?
Yeah?
I had a lot of fun.
That's where most people die. When Mikhail starts speaking for the second time, that's when you're supposed to hit the button. But you're supposed to mute the dialogue in your mind and focus on that very, very slow tempo. Because you can hear the ring being sent out, right? You can hear it when the screen goes black. Then you just have to follow the beat, follow it in your head. Like, my heart is pumping right now. I've had more fun in those 8 minutes than I had during the 30 hours hack and slashing countless enemies to bits in the entire game. This is more exhilarating than that. I love this. This is the sort of final boss that I expect from Yoko Taro and that I cherish. I mean, I'm feeling the same sort of enthusiasm I felt for Drakengard 1's favorite final boss. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Now I'm gonna have to do this all over again.
Zero?
Yeah?
I had a lot of fun.
Oh, I got it. Oh, okay.
With
Oh,
you,
yes.
I mean.
This is the same feeling I had when I beat it the first time. I'm, like, exhilarated. I'm sorry, I'm ruining the dialogue.
The killing was hard. It was really hard. But
Stop repeating things.
getting to be with you, Zero, getting to eat next to you, getting to fly around with you, getting to have you yell at me, and then getting to be friends again. It was really, really fun.
I'm glad. Mikhail,
Yeah?
it's almost time.
Okay. Good night, Zero. Recording. The intoners have been sealed off in another world. The threat of the flower has been extinguished from this branch. However, the possibility exists that this seal could unravel at some time or location in the future. Until then, our recording efforts will continue. Oh, and a personal addendum regarding my observational target, Zero. Perhaps this is beyond my functional requirements as a recorder, but I cannot shake the feeling that somehow, somewhere, Zero is still alive. And that someday, she and I will see each other again. Crazy, I know. Call it a hunch.
私が祈る時それは熱を帯びる私が叫ぶ時それは声を奪う私が生きる時それは乱れまい放つのごとく
Handover of recording duties complete. Excellent work. Well, I wonder how the future's going to unfold from here on. Ow, 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 ow. Goodness
Here's another
gracious.
huge mess for us to deal with.
That was. I wonder how long
that was
certainly
something.
a secret to everybody.
Right. Everyone split up and begin recording. Understood.
I hope to see you again someday. But until then, I'd like to say
Thank you for playing.
And that's why I love the Drakengard series. That final fourth wall break is just so effective. 48 level, that's great, I don't care. Man, it's really unfortunate. I love everything about this game. Everything. Except for actually playing it. Like, I know I could just sit through a cutscene video on YouTube and a dialogue, you know, all the collected dialogue, I know, but I like playing it for myself. I like interacting with the characters. I like that final boss, man. And I said it before, I'll say it again. I had more fun with that 8-minute segment, doing it over and over, than I did just in the hack and slash portion, like 99% of the game. I just did not enjoy it, because it was just so poorly, it ran so poorly, and it wasn't really that satisfying 10 hours in. And I'm very sorry I delayed this part for so long, and I'm very sorry that I lost steam very quickly in the Let's Play. But I just can't get past that utterly horrid frame rate and just the clunkiness of the gameplay itself. Like, Drakengard and Nier were forgivable. I had some sort of control over what I was doing in those games, but in this game it just feels like there's some potential, but it just can't follow up on that potential. That's why I'm super hyped for Nier Automata, because Platinum Games, if you know that name, you know why I'm hyped. Because a good gameplay developer, coupled with the bizarreness and uniqueness of Yoko Taro and his team's storytelling, that's a match made in heaven. And Keiichi Okabe's music direction, coupled with Emi Evans and Nami Nakagawa and all those talented vocalists, that's a fantastic combination. That could be the game to surpass all the games. But yeah, I enjoyed Drakengard 3 for the most part. I enjoyed the components where, like, you know, characters actually had dialogue, and that final endearing interaction between Zero and Mikhail. That was gold, man. The stuff with Accord was also, you know, wacky and bizarre. And there's I've wanted to say this ever since I beat the boss. There's a theory floating around that the Queen Beast you fight in Drakengard 1 is actually Zero. Because Accord said, you know, I have a hunch that she's alive somewhere, and that maybe she came back in Drakengard 1, I don't know, possessed by something else, possessed by the Watchers to you know, sing her song once again. But yeah, I got nothing else to say. I know that barely anybody cared about this playthrough. I'm just doing it for myself at this point. There's a couple people I know in the comments, and I appreciate you for sticking around. I just wanted to do this for my own closure, and hopefully your closure. And let's start on a fresh slate for Drakengard 2. That's going to be coming about the end of the month, end of July, beginning of August. I'll start that up. I'll get all the endings. Definitely. Because, you know, you gotta give it a chance, even if it's not Yoko Taro, even if it's like completely different writer and, you know, stuff like that. You gotta give it a chance. It's still an entry in the Drakengard franchise. Many have bashed it, but, you know, I'm curious as to why they bashed it. So, nothing else to say. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in another Let's Play. Toodaloo.